Okay, it's been a while since I got something straight from Good Smile, and I'm really excited about this one. I haven't got the bonus parts for it, and if you can see the name there, you'll probably see what it is. So let me get this out of the box, and then we can take a look at it. Okay, now we can take a look at the OMGKawaiiAngel, aka to Kawaii Tenshi-chan from Girl Overdose, or from Needy Streamer Overload, which I think is the English name of the game, but I'm only gonna call it by its Japanese name, especially because even the anime uses the original name. But yeah, this is from a visual novel style game that I've played a long while ago, and I discovered it back when it was like relatively new, and I remember it was blowing up like on Japanese Twitter for like a while, and I thought it was a super cool looking concept and everything, and it's kind of like this interesting take and observation on the like menheta type trend of girls, like the mentally unstable sort of girls that have a lot of personal mental problems and stuff like that, and also mixing in like the streamer culture and like idols and all that stuff. And I thought it was a really cool game. Like, it's very different from what the subject matter actually explores, and I think the anime at the moment is doing a pretty good job at it, especially episode 3 where it goes into OMGKawaiiAngel's backstory and everything. But you know, you kind of have to check the game out for yourself, and I do think it's pretty interesting. Although it's kind of more of like it's a very simple game, but there's also a lot of like stuff you can do to manipulate what happens in the story. So you can kind of just go in and figure out how to do stuff. I have the nendoroid for this, and I never actually like took a look at it or did a video on it, but that probably would be fun to do. Actually, now that I have the Figma, I could probably compare it to the nendoroid, but yeah, you can see I really like the pictures on the box. I don't know why they put like this super Photoshop one like right here on the front, on the back here, but I really hope that that hair is like a bendy or soft material, considering that her like twin tails are really freaking long. Like, I think it looks great, but it barely comes with anything. Like, it comes with 3 additional faces. Yeah, you can see here it comes with 3 additional faces, so 4 in total, a couple of hands, and then you get Pete. You get P-chan, aka this cat is like the representation of her boyfriend, basically. And you technically play as the boyfriend and try and manage her mental health and everything, and try and keep her sane so that she can become a #1 top streamer. But you know, a lot of wacky things can happen, or crazy shit happens. Like, you can actually get a bad ending from having too much sex because she just becomes a sex addict and leaves you. And I'm like, what the fuck is that ending? That one was so funny. But yeah, let's finally take her out of the box. I actually really do like the social commentary the game has. It makes me wonder why they bothered to put this in a really big blister when it's fairly simple stuff. I think it's mostly because her hair is really big. I don't know, I think it's kind of odd. So let's see. Oh my god, it has like that new figure smell. I don't know why this winking face is on her by default. Oh wow, I can't get over like how nice the smell is on this thing. It smells like super fresh. I got Tenchi-chan finally standing up. You can see her nice winky face. I feel like the faces are not 100% accurate to the original artwork and the game. Like this, it's a bit like too soft, I think. Yeah, you see sometimes I think the face doesn't look 100% like her. I don't know, maybe it's just like the way they did like the eyes and everything. It looks a bit off, but I think overall it does represent her pretty well. And I really love the pearlescent finish they put on it. It actually kind of reminds me of the SH Figure Arts Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku, where it has like this really nice like extra like pearly finish on it. So it's not like in that version of the figure, it wasn't just like a dark bluish red. It also had like this purpley like highlight to it, and you can see like the pinkish highlights kind of reflecting off of it on the camera. But you see that? You see like those extra little streaks of light? That's like the purple like going all over the figure. I think that looks really cool. But it's kind of hard to see, probably hard to see on camera, but in person it looks really good. Yeah, so real quick, let's take a look at how she looks overall. Because there's not too much, so this unboxing can probably be real quick. Also, there's something up with her neck. Can I fix that real quick? Her neck is at like a weird angle. Something's up with the ball hinge, I think. They still use those ball hinges, right? Oh, come on, Tenchi-chan, remove the hair. Okay, so you can see they actually did make her look really nice, but I don't know, I feel like the face isn't distinct enough. Like, she looks like a very particular way in the art style, like of the original game and the artwork. And I feel like maybe the Figma doesn't fully capture it, but it still looks really nice. But I also think it's kind of odd that there's such a big gap, big space here between her bangs and the side of her head. So it's just like, you just see like this, you just literally see the sides of her head, which is so funny looking. Like maybe if the hair kind of covered a little more of her face, it just looks kind of odd from certain angles. But it's not a big deal. The hair, I think this is probably the best that they could have done, except for maybe the way they connected these. These look a little sloppily connected. Can I still push that in? Hopefully those don't break on me or something. Like, it looks fine on this side, the left on her right, but then there's a smudge of, oh, okay. I don't know, and then it looks like it's not fully connected here, but I'm a little worried about that. So it looks like these things are on ball pegs, and they connect to her hair, like, fairly well. Yeah, so hopefully these don't fall off or anything, but yeah, I really like that they gave her hair like gradation here that transitions into like the purple, like the very light purple color. I think that's nice. No extra highlights or shading on like the actual like platinum blonde sort of color she has going on. And then she has like this bow here that's fully painted with a glossy color on it. And then the extra bows here. And here you can see this one, this is pink, it matches the one on the back, and then this one's blue, and then this one has like a lighter, like light blue color. Actually no, this one's more purpley blue. And then you can see the light blue color of her like serapku. You can see like she has like these little like pins here, like the star, and these two little lines. And you can see like the silvery, like gold looking color that transitions from here, goes all the way on the back. It looks like a goldish color, right? I feel like they got it fairly clean. There's like a little bit of paint bleed, like not, there's a little bit of missing here, but it's pretty close. And I don't like that it kind of cuts off right there. Should probably keep going. But it looks very clean for the most part. And then here, and then here you can see there's a little bit of paint bleed in between the transition from the skin to the clothes, but I think it's not that bad. Okay, and then you can see the little zipper pattern. It's very hard to see because of the shininess, but it continues from somewhere around here, and then it goes all the way down. I don't actually remember if this zipper is like actually part of her clothing or it's just like this kind of like little light thing, because typically these outfits you just kind of wear them, so I don't know if like you just wear it like with a zipper or something, but it's there. And then on the back there's nothing. Oh yeah, I didn't point out this little heart thing that she has. I think that looks nice. Then you have like the big yellowy like bow that has a very nice gold sheen to it. It's very hard to see, and this camera fucking keeps blurring. And you can see the gold bow right here. It's like a creamy yellow color, but the reflection gives it this really nice gold, like pearlescent shine to it. It's very fucking hard to see on the camera, and I think my camera keeps losing focus because of it, but I feel bad. It looks way better in person though. The harsh lights don't really do it justice. And then here she has like very like baggy looking sleeves, which also has the pearlescent shine on it. They even carried over the little lines on her certificate. You can see it's fairly clean. It's a bit messy, but I think that's about as clean as it could get it. She has like single jointed joints, single jointed elbows, which I'm not a big fan of, but might be okay. You can actually see a little bit of her skin underneath, which they use to hide a big fucking ball peg. So hopefully it's not. Hopefully it has decent articulation. And then you can see like her plastic skirt, which is a semi-soft material. So hopefully it can flex enough so that she can actually pose. And then you can see that it's like pleated and has like a bunch of wrinkles molded into it, which looks really nice. Even this part is kind of folded like inwards, so that you can actually, I think that's for articulation purposes or something, or maybe just, I don't know, they just did it for style. And then you can see the silver lines continue, or gold silver, I don't know what color they are, they're like gold silver, continue throughout. I think that's nice. So everything matches correctly. She has a very like pale skin tone, which I think does match, because in the game her skin is fairly light. And then you can see they have like these little blue belt strapped things like on her legs. I think they look nice. She has like these little heart things, which I don't know what these things are. She just kind of has them there. And then you can see her like platform shoes. I think they look okay. I do appreciate that they didn't bother to add too much detail to the ankles. Like, yeah, it kind of makes it look weird, but in this case, I'd say form over function. I'd say function over form, because you would want them to have the maximum range instead of, you know, caring about the aesthetic like completely. Sometimes it's better to not care about that. But yeah, overall, I think she looks pretty good. Like, could look better in some areas. Like maybe the skin could be a little bit pinker, because I remember it looked a little pinkish. But I think that's just in-game, like the sprites and everything like that. But I think the artwork, like on the cover and everything, she does have like this more whitish, like yellowy pale color, so it's probably okay. Okay, so let me see some of her articulation. So she has the typical Figma ball hinge, so it goes straight down into her neck and then connects to the back of her head. So she can look up a little bit, not too much. She can look down a decent amount. You actually can give her some attitude, so she can actually look off to the side. So that's pretty good so far. So yeah, just kind of free range right there, but not as much as you probably would want. These pigtails are seemingly on a ball peg or some kind of connector. Hopefully this doesn't fucking break on me, because this, I'm a little worried about it. Especially because it's such a sensitive part, like, you don't want this stuff to break. And I don't know why they didn't make it out of a really soft material. I think because they wanted to maintain the shape, but... Okay, let's see. And then her arms... Due to the way they put the hinge, like the joint really far into the socket there. The socket's like really far in. You can't really bring her arms forward, which absolutely sucks. Like, she should be able to bring her arms forward. It's a very simple thing. But she can bring her arms fairly high up, which is good. And then you can obviously rotate it. But see, this is the problem. It only goes up to the side like this. And then her elbow bend's actually not bad. That's actually pretty decent, considering it's a single joint. But it probably could have been better if the swing was a bit further into the elbow. Like, you see that? It should be a bit further back, and then you could just really get that bend. But I'd say it looks alright considering what it is. Same on this side. So I don't know. Could be better, but she's not really meant to do crazy poses, so. Oh, this is a floating piece. You see that? Okay, and then the ball hinge. Where's the ball hinge? Oh, I guess it's connected to here. So you kind of just swing it this way. Swing that way. Okay, so it just works like a typical ball hinge, so that's fine. Then for the torso, let's see. It goes back okay, but her shirt's really long, so it kind of gets in its own way. And then tilting forward, again, it's decent, but if you combine it with the lower joint, you actually get a little bit more. So it's actually a decent bend for someone who has a really long shirt. So it's alright. I feel like they should have made this shirt flexible, out of a flexible material, just so that it wouldn't get in its own way. Because you see, like, you could probably get more, but it's kind of like getting caught up right here. Yeah, like, just like, see how this has like a slightly like bendy material here, like it's very soft. Should have done that for the bottom parts of the shirt, but whatever. And going to the side, it's decent. Yeah, it's okay. And then what about the legs? If this has, wait, hold on, let me just say real quick, if this, oh, just an extension. Wait. Oh, is that a leg extension? Oh, there's a torso extension. Oh shit, you can actually get more range now. Oh, that's pretty sick. Okay, that's pretty cool. I like that they did that. It's very ugly if you look at it directly, like from here, but they didn't actually have to have that. They actually took that into account when they designed it. Okay, so you actually can get a really good crunch, combining the lower joint and here, while still keeping the legs perfectly straight at like a 90-degree angle. Like a straight angle, like look at that. I didn't know Tenchi-chan could actually like hunch over like that. Because I think P-chan probably knows that. Anyway, if this has better range than the SHF Momo, I'll just laugh. I know I keep shitting on that thing, but it deserves it. Oh my god, look, it actually... The paint doesn't roll off, right? Okay. Oh shit, look, she actually has a good kick. Oh my god, that's so cool. Wait, but what if I combine it with the extension? Okay, but if I combine it with the extension, how's that gonna look? Oh, not bad. Wait. That's not bad. Could be a bit better, but okay. It's decent, but like the fact that she can even like crunch like that is pretty funny. Okay, so she can kick forward very well, and there's seemingly no thigh swivel, which I don't know why. Like, what the fuck? At this point, just add one. But anyway, there you go. And then she has the typical Figma ball hinge thing, so very pitiful knee range right there. Like, at this point, they can give you better knee range. Like, just, what's wrong with having the knee go, like, instead of here, it's more, like, inward. Like, she, I guess, doesn't really need it, but it's also, like, completely unnecessary as to why she can't. Also, she has a single, like, leg joint. Like, there's no extra thigh rotation. But they designed the socket really well. You see this? This is how you want to do a leg socket if you don't want to implement a thigh swivel. You have this big ass socket, and then you see that? You see where the peg is connected? They have a cutout right there at the top, like for the cap that it connects to. So you can actually kick the legs out to the side. Remember, if anyone saw my video on the Galholic Nanoha, I complained about the fact that they didn't have a cutout there, which would have given the legs more range. But yeah, they did it here with the Figma of the Girl Overdose character, and it's like, look. So you actually can manipulate the joint, so you can actually get her to crisscross her legs. That's great. They actually did a good job here. It's a little tricky, but you can still pull it off. See, look at it. You can actually get her to do a crisscross pose. It's gonna be a bit tricky to get her arms like in place just because of the limited range they have, but you could pull something off. Yeah, see? You have it look like she's sitting down or something, so that's actually pretty cool. Like, if they just had better knee range, this figure would be pretty amazing. As it stands right now, it's still fairly normal. Oh no, I think this leg got loose. Yeah, this leg got loose when I was trying to mess with the joints. Is it gonna? Yeah, it's gonna pop off now. It's a little loose. I could probably fix that. This one's like really tight, but this one's really loose. I have to fix that, but overall this has pretty good range, and I'm surprised that they actually went through the effort to add both a torso extension, like a lower torso extension, and like actually give it good hips. So kudos there to Figma, and good smile. Oh, okay, you just have to click it in all the way, and then it keeps that tight connection. But like, I'm still shocked that it has good leg range. Like, that's not bad, especially for a character that's not athletic or anything. Yeah, and then the knees I showed you aren't that bad, but they could definitely be better, especially when you have it forward like this. It's just pitiful. And then this is the thing I was talking about with the ankles. Look at that, they go all the way back like this, and then go all the way forward. Like, you see it? There's nothing getting in the way. Besides, like, maybe like this little thing here, but I think it does a great job. Yeah, so I think she's pretty good. Like, maybe she'll have some issues with her hair in the future or something, but... Oh, I forgot to talk about this. This moves. Look at that. Alright, so that's her articulation. I think it's alright. I do think her legs look a bit weird. Like, she almost looks like knock-kneed or something. Like, what the fuck happened to her knees? They look a little strange, but I think I can ignore that. Yeah, so I think her articulation is actually good. Like, for what it is, it's pretty good. Her hair's definitely gonna get in the way though, but... Accessories, which is barely anything at this point. You get this happy smiley face. She comes with this shocked face. That one's nice. And then you get P-chan. This is like the representation of her boyfriend, which is like this little cat. Oh my god, I wish it came with one of the emotes, like the BLESS. what was it? This one, the BLESS, you know, the praying hand pose. That would have been funny. Of course, you get the Figma bag, like always. I appreciate that they give you those all the time. You get this big ass figure stand, similar to the one that came with Arcrid and Doomguy. So I guess this is just like the standard one they use now. I don't know, when did they decide to give you the big one or the small one? Okay, so I'm not gonna open these right now, but you also get, no way, they give you 2 wrist pegs now? Wow, how generous of them. They never fucking do that. And they give you 2 of these little pegs that connect to the stand arm. Okay, so you get 2 open palm hands, 2 grippy hands, and then 2 peace sign hands. And then you get her like normal fist hands there. Okay. And then you get the stand and then the stand arm. So that's actually good. And I got the bonus accessory, which I teased earlier. And you get this little acrylic thing, which makes it look like she's on her YouTube channel. See, it says Internet Angel Tadaima. Yeah, see? It says PR promotional video Chouten-chan ga figure ni narimasu. So she became a figure. And you can see like it has like over 97,000 views, and it's a live stream. It was a live stream that happened in July 7th. I guess that's when the pre-order went up? I don't know. I don't remember. It's been so long. But yeah, I do think this is kind of a cute accessory. So you can actually make it look like she's on YouTube or something. It came with this little cardboard piece. I don't know if that was just to keep it safe, or you could probably use it as the background. Yeah, there you go. Something like that. I think that's kind of cool. I think that's pretty funny. I'll figure out how to use this properly. And it comes with, where is it? And it comes with a little clip and a little stand that I think you put on the primary figure stand, which is probably why they gave you a big one. And then you just put it on there, and then you can have it, you can be like fully immersed in it, which I think is pretty cool. Okay, now I can swap out her accessories, and then I'll leave it at that. Hopefully I can do a proper review later, but this is probably going to be the same thing, isn't it? So swap out the head face, which I already did, but I'm going to change it to a different one. Oh my god, that has a strong grip, what the fuck. Why is that not coming out? Okay, and then for this hand, let me see. Okay, so it stays, that little cap stays tucked in there. So that's good. Where are the hands? I guess I'll put one of the peace sign hands. Oh wow, it's very easy to put the hands on. Sometimes these Figmas have really annoying hand pegs. Pretty sure it's in there all the way. Okay, that's good. I'm trying to see what else can I do. Okay, I can stand her up like that. Where is the... okay. And then I can use the stand. Let me see. And then here's the clip. Let's see. Oh wait, this doesn't fit. Oh, you have to connect it from the bottom. Oops. I think we can do it like this. It's a very skinny peg, but let's see. And you grab this and clip it here. Doesn't seem like the most stable thing, but let's see. And just kind of put tension right there. That thing doesn't want to stay on. Okay, and then there you go. Now she's on YouTube. Or whatever it's called on there. But yeah, there you go. That looks pretty convincing, I think. It's just kind of hard to see her subtitles. Where was that white background thing? Yeah, it's just kind of hard to see, but I get what they were going for. Not the best accessory, but it does suit her. I do wish they kind of gave you extra stuff though, like how the nendoroid comes with like the drugs or whatever that she takes. It's like, oh, that would have been funny. Yeah, and then there's Picha. Yeah, so I think this figure is pretty cool. Obviously it could be a bit, like as an action figure it could be better, but I think as a representation of Tenchi-chan, I think it does what it needs to do. So I think that's pretty much it. I'll do like a quick comparison. I only really have like one normal size figure I can compare it to. And I got the Pro Tag from Metaphor, Refantasio. And I can just kind of put his SHF figure right here, and that's it. Hold on, let me fucking adjust this. He's also a pretty good example of how to like design legs without having a proper thigh swivel, but... Alright, there you go. There she is next to like an SH Figure Arts, the guy from Metaphor. And I think they look pretty nice, even though their colors completely contrast. Like, he has very muted colors, like neutral, like black and white with like some dark blues. And it just has like these really bright pastel colors with like the light blue, the pink, and like the cream yellow and everything, but that's how the OMGKawaiiAngel Figma looks like, so hopefully I can upload this video in a quick enough manner and then move on to the next video. Alright, see ya.